morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back, or hello if it's your first time. You are now in the gym with Jim. I'm your lovely host, Jim, and I'm with my kuya, my dog, Trizzy. What's going on, baby?
I'm doing well, man. We were a few drinks deep, and I'm feeling saucy, bro.
Yeah. No. It's a long weekend, man.
I know,
It's a
right?
long weekend. Good Friday just passed. Salute Good Friday. Salute the good people on Good Friday.
Hey, God is good, brother.
Yo, I know you're Filipino, but were you able to partake in the bun and cheese and the
No,
fried fish?
no, because I had fried fish,
Okay.
but I did not participate in anything else because my parents are actually in Europe as we speak, so I didn't get to celebrate as a family.
Got it. Okay.
So I did this. I had the weekend to myself, so to speak.
So basically, you're saying that I'm a bad friend 'cause I didn't bring you bun and cheese. I hear you. Yo, that's how we're starting the episode? If that's what we're doing, that's what we're doing. I hear you. Okay. All right, yo. All right. So so to check in, how are you? Besides me being a bad friend, I apologize. I will bring you bun. I'll bring you actual like Easter bun and some Jamaican processed cheese next episode.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But otherwise, you know what? I'm actually doing well. This week has been really fruitful, and I needed a short week to be honest.
Yeah.
Just to catch up on rest. Met up with some of my best friends last night for a dinner. It was great, but otherwise, we're hanging in there.
I feel like I wasn't invited to the dinner. This is something you want to tell me on the pod, or this is something you want to share. Just share it now. Like, I feel like I didn't get the
Off camera.
Yeah. Something we'll talk about. Yeah.
What about yourself? How are you doing?
There's some infighting on the episode 12. Like, who would have thought? I'm okay. I'm better than last week, but I'm not as good as I was in episode 1. If that makes sense.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So like, I'm better. I understand kind of like what's going on and like things that are going on with myself.
Yeah.
But it's good, man. You know, it's just good. Vibing, just kind of going through the emotions.
And you know what's important? I think understanding what you just said is important when you understand the lore.
Yeah.
So especially what I meant by the lore is when you've been tuning in as much as you have, you'll understand what episode 1 Jim was like up until episode 12, which is this one.
Yeah.
The version of Jim. So, you know, we encourage to listen.
And watch.
And watch,
like, and
yeah.
subscribe, and comment, and share, and then share, and then share again. And then if you want to give 5 stars, it's preferable, but do what feels best to you. But if you're going to do a 1, just hold off. Just hold off until we get to, like, episode 23 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Give us the criticism first
before
giving us the rating so you can hear us out.
Send a email.
Yes.
You know, outlining all your critiques and how we can improve. And we will. And if you're watching this, you probably see the lighting. We're in the same studio.
Yes.
Same space. Because we have a lighting guy. I'm hold on. Let's. Yeah. Hell yeah! Shout out the lighting guy. Got us right, man. I should have got a cut. I didn't think it was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be like this. I got my do-rag. I'm not prepared for what's going on here. But I do want to talk about something.
Okay.
I want to talk about something, and you know, it's my second favorite segment after the ISO segment.
Okay.
Because I really enjoy the ISO segment. If you didn't know, it's like a thing. Mm-hmm. But anime, man.
Yeah.
Anime, as we know, a lot of things have ended.
Yes.
Did you watch Fire Force?
I did. I actually watched it today.
Okay.
And you know what? It was a little disappointing, to be honest.
You know what? I share the exact same sentiment. I wasn't blown away by this whole ending of Fire Force.
Yeah.
Did you watch Soul Eater?
I did not.
Okay. So let's
but I believe that was the prelude to what Soul Eater is now.
Yeah. So before, as you know, I'm a freak when it comes to like watching stuff and binge watching TV.
Freak.
Yeah, it's a sick talent. I'm on episode 31 of Soul Eater.
Okay.
And I started this week.
Nice.
So yeah. So I've been flying through it because I want to kind of understand like the whole worlds and like kind of how they move and whatever else. Soul Eater is good, man. I get why people are like, this is like one of my favorite animes. Okay. Do I think it's better than Hunter x Hunter? No.
No.
But it's good though. It's a good watch. If I watched it in real time, which I believe was 2002-ish, around there, I think I probably would feel differently.
But Hunter x Hunter is like a generational anime. Like it's like a generational talent. It's like a LeBron's, like a Kobe. You know what I mean? Like it's top.
Cooper Flag, Wemby's. Like these things don't happen every day.
But also, what I'm trying to say is the reason why I was a little disappointed was because you get the hero here. In this case, this is Shinra, and then all the events that led up to the final few episodes. This guy became essentially what is a god.
Yeah.
But he didn't really. Maybe I'm spoiled with the hand-to-hand combat. It wasn't like anything outside of world peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Which I'm not taking for granted, but at the end of the day, like I felt like with such a powerful character, there could have been a little bit more.
Look, I think it was cool that he was able to change the world,
Yeah.
essentially, and build it into like how they wanted to build it. And everyone's fear was death. So they
Correct. And
changed
despair.
And despair. So they changed the perception of death to make it easier for people to live life and just enjoy what's going on. So that's essentially what happened.
Yep.
Like yourself, I would have liked to see a fight. I don't know if I want to see him fight her. I wanted to see him fight somebody, one of the Evangelos.
Yeah.
I want to see him do something with the powers of just being like, okay, cool. You don't
Exactly.
like it doesn't work for you, bet I'm bringing everyone back and change the world. But whatever, man. I'm past that. Shout out Fire Force. It was a pretty good ending.
Shout out Fire Force.
I lied. It wasn't a good ending, but it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. Dr. Stone, man. Dr. Stone on his last leg, bro. It's on his last leg, and I'm
Tell us why.
I'm cheese, man. Because so basically, how Dr. Stone finishes. I never read the manga, but how it finishes, they did it in 3 pieces. So they did a season 1. Well, essentially a season 1, 2, and 3. Now we're on the 3rd variation of the final season.
Correct.
Okay, so the first one was them flying, or I mean, not flying, but creating a ship to move around. The second one was encountering Zeno, and then their beef and trying to take over, and then doing the repurification of the world, which is basically turning everybody back to stone, and then just breaking a couple of doctors out, and now they've broken everybody out, and they've broken up into 3 teams, and they're gonna go around the world basically. I think they're in Japan now.
Yep.
Which actually, thinking back, I don't understand because when Zeno got turned into stone, they were in the U.S.
And now they're in Nippon.
Yeah, like anyways, the small things, but I'm sure I just missed it, so I'll take full responsibility for that. Dr. Stone, that episode, it's dope, man. I don't know, it's just science. Like there's nothing to think about, and that to our point in episode 10, where we said we should challenge ourselves to watch an anime that isn't arms house man's fighting every day.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Stone fits that bill perfectly.
I
They don't
agree.
fight. It's just science, man. You just go out there and be like, this rock with this mineral turns into this, and therefore
It's an educational show.
You learn mad stuff, bro.
Yeah.
This is nuts. I didn't go into it with that thought, but like,
Yeah.
it's really good. I'm gonna be sad when it finishes.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna be sad
good
when
things
it
come
finishes.
to an end.
Speaking of all good things coming to an end, Jamaica losing to Congo, Crow.
That's wild,
Oh
actually.
my God, it was such bad soccer. Don't smile. Don't smile over there. It was such bad soccer. I'm not even a big soccer fan, football fan. Like I was just watching the man them not be man them on the soccer field, Crow. Like,
Do you think it's stage fright, especially from a qualifying stage?
yo, man, it's. I don't want to call it stage fright. I feel like I'm not privy enough to talk about football on that level.
Okay.
However, watching it, it just wasn't an enjoyable watch. They didn't look like they were trying to win. It looked like they were trying not to lose.
I see what you're saying.
I felt like when it was time to turn up, Congo's like, I bet we're applying beer pressure. That's what we're gonna do for the whole time. And then Jamaica was like, okay, cool.
They just
And then
didn't reciprocate.
After they scored and they had the extra time, and they finally had the chance. It's like, why did you wait till the 90th, 100th minutes for you to finally turn it on? Like, where was the coaching? Where was the fire? Like, what is going on? We haven't been to a World Cup qualification in like 22 years. It's a crazy number. And if Jamaica's gonna do this, we love soccer. This is our, national sport. This is what we're gonna lock in. You have to eventually get over the hump. You can't keep losing games like this.
I see where you're going with this.
You can't, bro. You can't. You cannot. You can't afford it.
Do you think it's a coaching problem or a player problem?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think things are changing in general. I think sports in these islands are changing in general. Track will never change. I think track will always be like the top sport, especially in the Caribbean. That's just like kind of what it boils down to. But I just think the interest of stuff is changing. I also think Jamaica isn't doing a good enough job of finding Jamaicans in other places to bring them back to be like, play here.
I see where you're going with this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if Jamaicans leave and they're in Europe and they're in, bro, go get the people that are Jamaican and take them from England, take them from wherever they are, and sell them something, give them something. This is a thing you can go out there and be like, yo, get my boy here. His grandma's Jamaican, therefore he can play. But yeah, like Sterling, exactly. Thank you, like Sterling, like those guys, like bro, go get those players. Fight for it.
But my question to you now is,
Yes.
like, there has to be an incentive, and clearly they're unable to offer these incentives for people to come home.
Like, I don't know if they're unable to or they're unwilling to. I think it might be a prideful thing. Again, I don't know the ins and outs of the whole football world, but I can tell you, 2 years ago there were 2 Jamaican women who left the track team to go to a European track team because they gave them like 800K and lodging and a bunch of stuff.
That's amazing.
Of course, for that, but like, why are we losing our athletes to other countries for 800K and lodging? Do you not want to you don't want to compete on that level anymore? Because that's the same thing with track. Let's just do it with soccer and do the same thing. It's what, twice a year?
Yeah.
You know, sorry, not twice a year. Every 2 years, every 4 years, whatever, where you can compete at this level. Yeah. Go get the best. Do what you're doing in basketball. All the stuff you're doing. Jalen Brunson said he can play. Bet. If he doesn't play Canada, we'll get him. Norman Powell, Aman Thompson, Asar. Like, the people who are running basketball are clearly looking at it like, okay, we can't just take the talent we have here in Yard. We have to go out and get it. What is holding soccer back from doing the same thing? I'm not understanding it.
I see where, and also I think just from an outsider looking in, like, soccer is arguably the most viewed sport in the world.
Without question.
I feel as if there has to be a level of investment from, you know, the powers that be to be able to capture these players and bring it back and to compete at a high level. But unfortunately, it's not the case.
Man's on a joke team. That's the problem. Speaking of people on a joke team, you see the transitions? It's in and out, left, right. It's crazy right now. Speaking of people on a joke team, the Toronto Raptors.
Listen to me, Will.
Listen. I can take a loss to Detroit without Cade Cunningham. I don't think they should have lost to Cade. I don't think they should have lost to a Cade-less Pistons. I don't think they should have lost.
Nobody should have lost to a Cade-less Pistons.
That. Like, letting what's my boy's name? Jalen Duren go off for like 20 and 20 over and over and over again, and then Dennis Jenkins is frying. Like, bro, this can't keep happening.
But remember that conversation we had, I believe it was episode 9, when I asked you, why are we losing to athletes who are not superstars? And you answered it perfectly.
Yeah, man.
And it's just the same reflection of what's happening now.
Bro, like, sometimes I wonder what their game plan is and like what they went out to achieve. Also, I understand that Scotty Barnes might have like an injured shoulder, whatever the case may be. You can't go up there and throw out 10 assists and then put up 10 points. As the highest paid player on this team, it's not going to work. It's not. You want to be the defensive player of the year? Sure, you're locking up the best player. The best player is not playing. So you can't tell me that you're exerting the same amount of energy you would exert chasing Asar Thompson around as you would chasing Cade. It's not the same output.
Exactly.
Furthermore, you have to score. If BI is not playing, you have to score. There's no IQ, there's no BI. We're going to rely on RJ Barrett. I like RJ Barrett. I'm an RJ Barrett fan.
Okay.
However, if you are getting paid 200 M's, you better go out there and put up a 20 when the top scorer isn't there.
That's fair.
Okay? Then we lose to the Pistons. On the next day, we go get washed by DeMar DeRozan again. Okay, we should have had Drake in the building. We should have shut that down. We should have did something. This is crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Okay, who's to blame?
DeMar DeRozan's to blame.
Don't blame the opposing team.
DeMar DeRozan's to blame.
Blame the opposing
OVO
team.
is to blame.
Why are you blaming? You're not supposed to blame the opposing team, fam.
Kendrick
Look
Lamar's
internally,
to blame.
bro.
Kendrick Lamar's to blame. The 60s are to blame.
This is a cop-out answer, bro.
What? Precious Achua gave us 20 and 20.
Okay.
What do you mean okay?
Whose fault is that?
Precious Achua's. He went to work. Look, man. We gave him up. We let him walk.
Yeah.
Precious Achua has stone hands, bro.
That's what the Raptors are known for.
That is the problem. We let people go and then they come back and they fooled us. And now now you're gonna scroll TikTok and see his Toronto-based gal talking about, oh, my man came back to Toronto when I was home, and then he gave us 20 and 20, and he gave back on a flight to go back to Sacramento where they're 17 and like 60 or whatever the score. Whatever the math is irrelevant right now.
Yes, because they're playing off the strength of, okay, you guys fuck with me. Sorry, you guys mess with me.
We can swear it's okay, but I know we don't.
And now they're coming back with a vengeance.
No, the problem is that these guys don't have fight, and when they get down, bro, everyone just chills. Watching that game was so crazy. We held DeMar DeRozan to 2 points in the first half, and then he dropped 22 in the second half. In 24 minutes, he dropped 22 points plus.
I mean,
they let Malik Monk give them work. Like, all these guys who will never have an NBA contract after this season are locking mans up. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's frustrating, and that's. I had to calm down. I apologize. I got very passionate just now.
Start wearing your Bulls shirt again. Support a different team.
Yeah.
Shout out Toronto Tempo.
Shout out Toronto Tempo for sure. That I agree with. Okay.
Masai is now part owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, which I think was always the plan because he's still getting paid for like 2 more years. So like, does he need the money from the Tempo? Probably not. Being with Tempo is great. I think he was always gonna be with Tempo in one way, shape, or form. I just think Keith Pelly firing him is kind of like exacerbated and pushed them in that direction.
Fair.
Probably would have been on the seat.
What's the principle on?
Say again?
The principle on what is that?
I don't know. The question was what the principal owner. I'm not too sure.
Principal owner is the majority shareholder of the team. The principal,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
So is that what he is? Was that his title?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I mean, look, Larry Tannenbaum and him are like this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once Larry left the Raptors, it was always like, the Raptors, MLSC, it was always a matter of time before Masai was
Who's
going to
next?
leave. So I imagine Masai had the money to be like, yo, I want to get on this, and just like, Larry's like, sure, let's do it. And just,
Here's the
got it done.
contract, yeah?
Yeah, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Okay. So now my actual favorite segment. It's called ISO Corner. Okay?
ISO corner.
Yeah, quick. You just try to keep this to a minute, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can't do this in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So before we press record, we're talking about TV shows.
Correct.
And my friend, my kuya here, does not watch a lot of TV shows.
Here we go, man.
He does not. Okay.
I don't. Admittedly, I do not.
He does not. And I would ask the room if they're gonna watch this show, but I'm not going to because I know you guys don't watch this show. Okay? This show is called Age of Attraction. You guys are probably wondering, Jimmy, what is Age of Attraction? I'm going to tell you. Age of Attraction is a dating show. And on this...
A dating
my
show?
guy, come on, he gets it. My guy gets it. It's a dating show.
You're watching
And
dating shows now?
Let's not bring it up right now. It's a sensitive topic right now. It's a sensitive topic.
Hey, fair, yes, I take that.
It's a sensitive topic
I'm
right
sorry.
now. But Age of Attraction is a show when people go on there and they're meeting for the first time. They are old and young. Nobody knows the age of the person they're talking to. You can ask any question you want, but you cannot ask what's your age until you get into the promise room. And there you can say anything. You let somebody know your age, whatever you want to tell them. But once you get to the promise room, that's where you make a promise to do this or not do it. And you get your promise ring. Okay? So you go into that room with shorty you've been connecting with for X amount of days, weeks, whatever. And you're like, I want to take this to the next level. Let's go to the promise room. You dress up, you go to the promise room. There's a promise ring from him and her.
Okay.
And they sit down and they talk and like, I want to do this. She's like, I want to do this. They're like, cool. You put a promise ring on, now you guys are locked in. Okay?
Like on and off the show?
No, like on the show. Everything's on the show.
Okay. Sorry.
But the band locked in. So when on the show, you two are a couple. You put the promise rings on and now you're like, hey, my name is this and I am this age. And it can be any age.
So the participants are a mixed bucket of age groups.
From 22 to 60.
From 22 to 60. Well, we think 22 to 60 because that's what we know because of
22
Jorge.
to 60?
It's 60? Okay, so it's 22 to 60. Thank you. So this guy knows a lot of stuff, man. Okay,
That's a 40-year age gap.
Okay, so no, I took some notes. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna condense it. I have the couples here, and I'm gonna read their names, their ages, and their age gaps because this is how you guys can do the math. Okay. So there's Chris and Leah.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. Spoiler alert. Yeah. For right. There's Chris and Leah. Okay. Chris is 26. Leah is 41. They are 15 years apart.
Damn.
Okay. There's Andrew and there's Libby. Andrew is 38. Libby is 22. 16 years apart. John and Teresa. John is 27. Teresa is 54. Okay.
Double.
Hey man, we're getting somewhere. There's Derek and Pfeiffer, whatever her name is. It's called Pfeiffer. It's called her P. Okay, call her P. Derek is 43 and P is 23. Okay. There's Logan and Vanessa. Logan is 29 and Vanessa is 49.
Damn.
And then the final couple. There's Jorge and Vanel. Is it Jorge or George? Whatever, man. Jorge, George, whatever his name is. He's 60 and Vanel is 27.
60 and 27.
Yes. Yeah. 27.
That's 33 years.
33 years apart. Okay. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the couple. You can give me your thoughts.
Okay.
And then we'll move on. Okay. So Chris and Leah, 15 years apart. Okay. The problem with them is that Chris is young, living life, enjoying Florida, in the gym, pretty built dude.
Yeah.
Leah is like a flight attendant, always in and out. She lives in California, so they're far apart.
Okay.
Leah is extremely clingy, and she sees life as like, life is worth living. Let's do this. Let's be together. Let's love. Let's enjoy each other.
Right.
And Chris is like, bro, I just want to go to the gym and like be by myself. I need space.
Okay. I see.
Are there couples that go to work? I don't see it. I just feel like Leah finds him really attractive, and she's like, oh, I'm with it. And Chris is like, yeah, you're attractive too, and I'm with it. But I think that's about it.
Okay.
And I don't have this in my notes, but it's really funny. So they met the parents.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So so Leah's parents are, I don't know, probably not around, but Chris, uh, Chris's mom comes to the show. They're in the shooting in BC.
Okay.
And Chris's mom comes to the show, and Chris meets Leah, and obviously the mom meets Leah, whatever, and they're talking.
Yeah.
And then they do the whole thing. They're like, I'm 41. She's like, oh my God, you look so young for 41. Da, 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 da. Okay, so I'm going to go home now to give you guys time to talk. Leah leaves, right? Chris looks at Chris looks at his mom, and she's like, how are you? She's like, I'm just trying to figure it out, you know? And he's like, no, but like, she's like, what's wrong? he goes, I don't know if it should be this hard. And he starts breaking down, and he's like, I'm just so used to being by myself, and she wants so much. Like, I just want to go to the gym and go to the room, and she won't let me.
Oh.
And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, she needs time alone. You need time alone. He's like, yeah, but like, I don't get it. And he started crying, bro. He started bawling to his mom, and his mom's like, if you don't like her, like this,
Off it.
yeah, this off it. He's like, I just don't get it. Like, why is it this hard? But
I
his
see.
his whole thing about it being difficult is that he wants space
And she wants him.
and she wants
24/7.
him. Yeah. But they also live like states away. So like when this is
That's
done,
coast to coast.
they have to figure that out. So she's like, yo, this is here for 2 weeks. Let's make this the best 2 weeks ever.
Oh, I see.
And he's just like, I'm not with it. Okay? Cool.
Okay.
Next, we have Andrew and Libby, the 22-year-old and 38-year-old. Okay? 16 years apart.
Yeah.
Andrew thinks when I was 22, I couldn't take this thing serious. And Andrew also has 2 kids. Kids are 14 and 12.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Teenagers.
exactly. Libby's like, yo, this is fine for me, whatever. Andrew's like, I don't think this is really fine for you, but I'm gonna rock with it. They're a weird couple. They'll probably last, who knows. Okay, John, Teresa, 27 years apart. Teresa is very worried about being 54 and dating a 27-year-old.
Double.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
John is like, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, this is cool. I like older. This is what I want to do. Like, it's no big deal. She's like, what if someone asks you if I'm, like, if you're my son? It's like, I'll say I'm not. She's like, oh my God, I would die. He's like, yeah, but like, it's gonna happen. So like,
So he's pretty much like, go on easy, it's fine.
yeah, it's gonna happen. Like, who cares? She's like, oh my God, I can't deal with it. That's her whole thing.
I see.
But they be hunching though. John, like Teresa's like, bro, once I hit like 45, I want it like twice a day, 3 times a day. I want it all the time.
Okay.
So as soon as they got to the crib,
Boom.
yeah, back in it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Derek and Pfeiffer
Uh-huh.
are the most boring couple I've ever seen on television in my life.
What's the age gap again?
20 years.
Okay.
They are the most boring couple. He has 2 kids, and he doesn't want to let her. He doesn't really want to let her in because he's like, I have 2 kids. I don't let people meet my kids. This is not for me. And she's like, I'm not even a good babysitter. Like, I'm not really. I don't know if I can manage this. But she's like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay.
Derek has no idea that Pfeiffer isn't good with like children. Like, this is not something she's really good at. But she wants to be because she wants Derek.
But she's not even letting it happen. Like, she's not allowing herself to.
And Derek's not letting it happen because he's like, I don't know. That's the whole
Okay.
couple. But again, they're mad boring. Logan and Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa is horny. Teresa's horny. Vanessa is horny. She goes to Teresa because they're like the same age. She's 49. He's 54. Sorry, Vanessa's 49. Teresa's 54.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanessa. Vanessa goes to Teresa. Is like, yo, we haven't slapped. Like, it's bothering me. Like, I need it.
Oh wow.
And Logan's like, no, I want to fall for you. Like, I want this to be deeper than sex.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I need that.
Oh damn.
And he's like, yo, I don't like when you talk to me like I'm a kid or whatever. They
Yeah.
go back to the room, they start hunching. Okay, the mic's in the bed. You all know this real reality TV stuff. The mic's in the bedroom. So she was like, that was a little too short. Like, I'm like, you have to like warm me up. He's like, I know. He's like, are you like, do you know? He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, bro, on live TV, the thing said, yeah, you're taking too long. Like, no, you're not doing it long enough. Like, I need more. I need more. She's
Okay.
like, I need it. 2 times a day. 3 times a day. I need it. Logan's like, bro, just settle. Like, we'll get to it. And after they slap, she's like, I'm blessed. I'm back again. I can see colors. Life is good again.
I
We
can
finally
smell great.
She's like, yeah, we finally slapped. Like, I'm good. And they met the parents. And Logan told the dad, she's like, oh, so what do you want to do with the kids? And he's like, oh, I don't really want kids. You know that.
Yeah.
And the dad's like, bro, what are you talking about? You told me you wanted kids since you were a kid. Like, when did that change? And he's like, no, I'm just saying. And he's like, bro, look, we can't force you to give us grandkids, but you're our only kid. You're our only child. So if you don't have grandkids, we'll never have grandkids. And and he's like, I gotta think about that. What? Why didn't you think about that?
I mean, fair.
What was that a thought?
I mean,
because
he was in the moment.
Yeah,
Probably.
whatever, bro. When she told me I would have lasted longer, I would have got up. I've been like, listen, you got to go. This is the end of a road.
Oh,
this is it. And then finally, there's Jorge and Vinel. Okay.
Yeah.
Vinel said, "Yo, I'm celibate. I've been celibate for 2 years.
Okay.
And we're not hunching. Like, there's no way." And Jorge's like, "Bless." And then, so Jorge has 2 kids.
Okay.
That are close to Vinel's age, maybe like a year off.
Oh wow.
And he never told her that.
Not yet.
No, he did. He never told he told everybody else. We didn't tell her. So they asked, and she was like, "You have kids?" He's like, "Yeah, I have 2." She's like, "Why didn't you tell me in the promise room?" She's like, "Well, I want to make sure our connection was real, and then I was gonna tell you." And she's like, "Okay, but I like you, so it's whatever. We're gonna do it."
All right.
Now they're in a bedroom, okay? So again, the mic's in the bedroom. So they were arguing, and the argument was, you keep doing things to get off and have these orgasms, but I can't do anything. He's like, you said you were celibate. You didn't say like we can't have sex, but we can do everything else around it. He's like, you're confusing me. And she's like, I don't get it. Like, I told you this. I told you you're celibate. He's like, no, you told me you're celibate. Like, I'm thinking we're not doing anything.
Right.
But now you told me get to the room. You're doing everything to get off, but that.
I see.
Like, it's throwing me off. Like, I don't like it. And he's 60, so he's very stuck in his like, nah, this is not working for me. I don't like it. And she's like, he's like, what is it you don't like?
I see where you're going with this.
And they broke up.
Hey.
She left. There was like a thing that happened like in the street, and a guy was talking to her a certain way, and he stepped in and fended it, and she didn't like how he fended it.
What the hell?
Side note.
Yes.
He did not look 60 though.
He's not look 60, bro. He has waves. Yeah, he looks young, bro. He looks like a young man.
Like 60-year-old.
I mean, looks
Silver
like
Fox?
like 45, like in that range. Look like 45. But every time they had an argument, he would talk to her like I would actually talk to her like she's his kid, because he's 60 and they're 22. So every time he talked to her, he was not talking down, but talking very like stern and you know what I'm saying. And she's like, I don't like this, but she's like, but I love him. I'm like, you're so waste.
No, she's
Anyways,
not ready for it.
That is the Age of Attraction. I have one episode left. And
1 to 10, what would you rate the show?
Oh, like a 3. It's bad.
Oh,
the show is not good. the show is not good. I don't think any of the couples are gonna make it. Yeah, I don't think any of the couples are gonna make it. But I like every now and again I like some reality TV to mix in with my anime and everything else. You get me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Look, I know you're not gonna watch it, so it's not important. But I just wanted to let you know, people know, like outside of, so I watch other things. I mix it in.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I mix it in.
Listen, if they're making a show, that means there's an audience.
And there is.
Yeah.
And there is. My question to you,
okay,
Trizzy, is: do you have like age up or down where you're like, nah, as a woman for your partner?
Of course, I think as far as down is, I wouldn't date anyone below 26 or 27.
Fair. Good number.
And for up, I wouldn't date anyone above, I would say 40.
Is it because you want to have a family you one day 40, or because after 40 you feel like that's too far gone?
I feel like it's a little too far gone, and for me, family is very important.
Yes.
So it's a must. What about yourself?
26 is actually it, and even that might be pushing it.
Yeah.
26 like going on 27 in like 2 month types
Yeah.
Older. Because I want to have a family, I would find it hard to do anything like much older than me, like 36, 37.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand you can have children beyond 40. I just wouldn't want to put someone in a predicament where like their health can be compromised.
Health can be compromised, and as your kids age, so, unfortunately, with the time is inevitable. Like you're gonna have a 20-year-old kid, and you're pushing 60, like 55 to 60. You know?
Yeah, like let's not do that.
Right.
Let's not do that. Okay. So, my friend Kuya.
Yes.
We have finished our water fast. Our water fast.
Oh my gosh, man! It was punishing, you know.
No, tell the folks, man. Tell the people.
Punishing. So we did 72 hours, 3 days.
Yep.
And I learned a lot about myself. during that water fast.
Go ahead, man.
The first thing I learned about myself is how addicted to food I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized that I don't eat to for satiation. I eat because I'm bored.
Damn.
And I snack, and then I eat just because that's the only thing I can do at the moment, aside from watching a YouTube video or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Eating while watching YouTube videos. Yeah.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I learned about myself is with the fact that I know that I am a habitual eater.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually need the quote unquote sustenance that I felt that I needed at the time. Like it's not necessary.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is that drinking only water and like electrolytes, it especially with like my physical output from like training and working out, it's very difficult to maintain. Like I actually need to eat to do the things I need to do.
Yeah. I'm surprised you kept going. When I was doing the water fast,
Yeah.
I didn't work out. This time, wasn't a big fan. Like I just don't like what it does.
Yeah.
It's hard to like push the weights I want to push. And when I was hooping, I played like 40 minutes, and at the end of the game I was bust, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like
Yeah,
I was on
exactly.
like my last day, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I have my creatine with my pink salt in it and like everything else, but there's only so much you can do to like push your body to keep producing energy, especially when you're at like the 30s, the 40 mark.
Oh, it's
48.
tough, man.
It's tough. But how do you feel now?
I feel good. Like I feel good, but 72 hours I think for me personally is too long.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I told you you gotta try it, see what works for your body, and go from there.
I think my plateau is 48, 2 days, and anything beyond that, I think I'm physically suffering for lack of an explanation. I'm physically suffering.
Please jump in. Go ahead.
But the good news is that I'm a big boy. Like I'm a big boned individual, so it's not like I'm gonna go hungry, but for the output that I'm delivering, like I need it for strength.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What? Huh?
So yeah, I got a question though. So
Shoot.
how did you guys feel when you're doing this the water fast, like
Yeah.
mentally?
I felt sharp because I took the chore / responsibility of having to eat out the way. Like it's not even there.
Yeah.
So I was focused on everything else but eating. I fear my biggest no, not even that I fear because it happened. My biggest issue was that now that I didn't have to think about eating, I had to think about suppressing my hunger, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the things I learned. But I felt sharp and clear. Just it was a mental battle for me, ultimately.
And what was the long-term benefit of doing that?
So this was my first time. I think it cleaned my body. It was like a cleanse, like because I was only drinking water and electrolytes. So I think clarity and just doing like a deep cleanse was the benefit. But outside of that, it helped me. I dropped 6 pounds
There you
in
go.
3 days.
Yeah. There you go.
But
Hell yeah.
but it was mostly water weight. But man, like I I felt like a skeleton, to be honest. I'm in no means a skinny fella. Like
Yeah.
I'm big, but but it took its toll. Yeah.
For me, I think it's important to do water fast because, again, for me specifically, it helps me with my relationship with food and my triggers. So like when I'm stressed, I realize like why I'm running to that, or like why I feel, why I'm running to this, why I do that, why, you know what I'm saying? Like the whys. Also understanding like sometimes when you're hungry, it doesn't necessarily you have to eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying you should be starving, but like if you just because like you know your body's a little grumbling at 10 p.m. doesn't mean you have to go upstairs to make something to have. Like sometimes it's bro, drink some water, have some tea, let it pass, then go to bed or do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you should be eating for what you have to do, and whatever your goals are. That's like the focus.
Yep.
Furthermore, for your body, obviously cleaning out the dead cells, helping that repair, doing all those things.
Yeah.
Very, very, very important.
Yep.
And finally, just for gut health, man.
Insulin.
Insulin, yeah, I think insulin
Insulin,
levels,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And similar to you, I don't know how much pounds I actually lost, but I definitely got to the place I wanted to be. And that was the goal. Just keep jump starting it. You know what I mean? Because the summer's coming. We're gonna be outside. We're gonna start doing some stuff, more dinners, more
Actually, hang on.
participating in. And
Hang on for a second, because I need to
up?
call you out.
Okay.
after this 3-day period, you
Yeah.
posted a picture on Instagram.
I
You posted a picture on Instagram. And tell us what picture that was, Jim.
okay, so
Because you weren't wearing a crop top. I know that. I know you were not wearing a crop top.
look, I as a habitual gym goer,
Okay.
and I meal prep and I do what I gotta do.
Okay.
I woke up feeling,
Felt
feeling
like
good.
Slim Jim.
And I felt sexy. It was good. I lifted up my shirt and I said, "Let me capture this moment." I see all 6, so I posted. I took it. Yeah, I seen all 6 and I posted it. Look, I'm not gonna say that's directly reflected to the water fast. I've been doing this for a long ass time. I've been doing this for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was good, man.
Nice.
It was
nice.
good. It was good to get the feedback. Not like I was looking for people to be like, "Oh my gosh, you have abs now." Like that's not what I was getting at. But people who've seen a journey are also on a journey. Sometimes it's good for people to see that. Oh, this is getting there. People that know I was on a water fast, besides people I've talked to on a daily basis.
For sure.
So everyone else is more like, yo, he's in the gym, he's working on it. This is getting the way it has to go. So for me, as someone who has their PT certificate, at some point I'm gonna put it to use. So
Absolutely.
You gotta look the part at some point, right?
Yeah.
So like for me, it's just important. Like I said, I'm my own test subject,
I love that.
right?
Yep.
So speaking of relationships with food, okay, I'm gonna read everybody something in the room, okay?
Okay.
So common cravings and their emotional roots. Okay. Baked sweets or pastries, cookies, whatever. These are frequently craved when you are working too hard, feeling exhausted, and experience a lack of joy in your life. We'll let that sit for a minute. We'll let that marinate. Feel me? Chocolate. Craving chocolate can signify a need for love, comfort, or feel good boost. Man, do I need some chocolate?
Oh.
Moving along. So
that explains it. Bro.
I mean, yo, I've been back in fucking Reese's Pieces, dog. Yeah, dark.
Oh, that is very interesting.
I'm trying to tell you. Okay, salty, crunchy foods.
Source,
chips,
trust me, bro.
Pretzels. A lie? Anyways, a desire to crunch often relates to bottled up emotions like anger, frustration, or high stress.
Which is this one?
This is for salty foods like chips, nuts, or pretzels. Okay, just to reiterate, that is a desire to crunch often relates to bottled up emotions like anger, frustrations, or high stress. I love chips, and I've been holding on to some stuff. I think we all have. There's everything to get hold on some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get some all dressed chips or like some Miss Vicky's in this. Yeah, go to town. Yeah, exactly. Kiss teeth for real. And then something soft, comforting like carbs, pasta, bread, or rice. Craving. This guy's getting the chip bag. I'm trying to be serious, man. Give me a second. All right. Anyways, soft, comforting carbs, pasta, bread, and rice. Cravings for these foods are generally tied to the need for comfort, security, and emotional hand-holding during difficult times.
Oh my gosh.
Look, man. These things have a reason. Okay? There's one more thing. Ice cream. This often points to feeling hurt or a longing to feel safe, carefree, and nurtured, similar to childhood moments. And spicy foods. Craving intense spicy food suggests a need for excitement or stimulation in your daily life, often when things feel dull or stagnant.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah,
I think I resonated with all of them.
I mean, look.
I'm having a buffet of all this.
Yeah, that's a melting pot. Just chocolate on crunchy chips and just box it with some bread.
Just having a boredom.
and a shot of hot sauce.
My god.
Yeah, look, man. See, and that's why water fasts are important. Because again, it helps you understand things like, why am I craving this? I'll be honest with all the men in the room, bro. I've been eating chips like nobody's business. I am not a big snacker. I'm not, bro. I'm not the person who has to crush chips with meals or whatever. Bro, I go home after work or whatever, bag of chips with my dinner. Like, my dinner's small, so I can fit them into my macros. But nonetheless.
What's your favorite chips of all time?
All time? Oh, that's... We talked about this on the last episode, but all dressed chips with some ghost pepper on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All dressed all day.
All dressed all day, man. Yeah. Chomps, what's your favorite chips?
Yo, to be honest, I'm a Cool Ranch type of man still.
Yeah, see it.
The Doritos blue bag, right?
Doritos blue bag goes hard.
That's a
But
hoodman flavor.
sometimes I go with the red bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right, moving along. So I wanted. So a topic that we never got to talk about on last pod.
Yep.
I want to touch on it really quickly. And anybody wants to share any words, feel free.
Yes.
And then we'll get to the game.
Sure.
The game. Okay, so I will speak for my personal outlook. There's been a shift in my life since Tuesday.
Yep.
One I unfortunately expected, but the change happened.
Sure.
And it sucks. I am not particularly happy about it.
Oh.
But I understand. Okay? So when this shift happened, I didn't feel like it was right for me to then dogpile on top of the information that I was given.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to do this without being like whatever, like
Sure.
go into massive detail. But that happened, and when I was getting the news and I was given the information, I talked to Trizzy about this before, like off the pod. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna say all this, bro. I have all this written notes.
Yep.
I'm gonna say all these things about how what took place before to get to this point has hurt me."
Right.
And in that moment, when the change happened, all I said was, I will, I'll call you later, we'll talk. Or I said, I'll call you later. I said, actually, no, I'm not going to call you later. But, it was cool. I feel how I feel, and that's it.
Were you able to let out all your emotions?
I didn't let out any emotions.
But sorry, let me reframe that question. Were all the emotions you wanted to let out conclude in that one liner?
Was it concluded? I don't know. Like, again, for me, it just gave me clarity because I knew it was coming.
Okay.
Right? So that I am aware of. But like I said, I want to get a bunch of stuff off. That's what I felt I need to do. I need to tell this person all these things.
Okay.
And I didn't say anything because the information that I was giving, it didn't feel right for me to then add on to how hurt I was.
Can I ask?
Of course.
And I don't want this question to be a critique of character.
Sure.
But why couldn't you?
I without adding the context, it just didn't feel right.
Okay.
Yeah, without adding the context, it just didn't feel right. But it also, when I went home after I messaged you and we talked, after messaging you and we talked, I was like, yo, I wish I was better with talking about things that hurt me or people that have hurt me. I wish I was much better at that. Because when I shared the story with you about my aunt hurting me, that took years for me to even have that conversation.
Right.
So I wish at that point I was able to, or in general, I was just better with telling people like, yo, what you did there hurts. Okay. It hurt me. Not only in relationships, but demand them too. Like, if we're talking and we're doing something, or we ask a favor, and we ask something, man's are like, nah, like that's what I try to be open, and man, they're not hearing what you're saying. When the one time the mans are finally open, you finally share with them, and they're like, all right, bro, take a shot and move on. Yeah. But sometimes it's like, bro, that's not what I require from you. That's not what I need. What I'm telling you here is a real life thing, and for you to brush it off is just like, whatever hurts. We don't have the conversation enough.
Yeah, but I think it goes back to our original conversation, and I think remember I asked you the question of, Jim, like, do you have different buckets of people for different things that you want to talk about? And the answer has always been yes, because there's unfortunately in every friend group there are different levels of emotional intelligence.
Facts.
Some are capable of more, while some are, I guess, in the realm of, you'll soldier through it.
Yeah.
It ain't none.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
Versus, okay, let's talk about it. And it's difficult also, I think, to your point, like acknowledging hurt. Yeah. Right? You have to at the very minimum experience what the hurt is first before you're able to not to A, acknowledge, and then B, actually let it out into the world. Because if you don't know what the pain feels like, you'll never be able to either sympathize or see where that person is coming from. Because advice, I feel, could be empty if you have never felt the pain before.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. And that's also the other part, right? Like, that's why on an earlier episode we talked about people you tell stuff to,
Yeah.
and some people aren't able to give you the answer you want, or they're unable to deal with that emotion because again some people carry it or whatever
Exactly.
whatever it may be. And also, excellent point, if someone's never lived it, someone's never done it before,
Yeah.
it's hard for someone to now put themselves in your shoes and be like, oh, this is why this is why he or she feels this way.
Yeah.
This is how I would tackle this. They've never done it before.
Correct. And it's
You know what
very
I mean?
difficult to give someone advice on something that they've never lived.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to the person who only read how to drive a car versus someone who's actually driven
Mhm.
it. You know,
It's
and
tough,
and
man.
I'm not. My purpose is not to segregate or separate those in the group with. You're not supposed to group people into different levels of emotional intelligence. That's not my point. The point is there are people who are more equipped to be able to cater to your emotional distress at
Yeah.
the time
Mhm.
than it is to someone that maybe who's never gone through it, or maybe they have.
Yeah.
Okay, because there are those types of people who have gone through it, but they're at the point in their life where they're suppressing it and don't want to relive their own experiences by giving you advice that maybe they should have followed in the past.
You know, that's actually a great point, and I wish I could expand on it, but I will expand on it after
Yeah,
we
yeah, of
press
course.
stop,
Yeah,
because that's essentially like where that was leading down to.
I see
You
where
know
it
what I
goes.
mean? But I say this all to say to people who are listening and to people in the room, I will take accountability on myself that I have to be better with acknowledging hurt, and I think there's far too many times where I'm just like, no, you know what? It's fine, bro. Probably didn't mean it that way or whatever, whatever.
Mm,
But if you keep letting people hurt you in different ways. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as like, you know, actual physical pain, but like emotionally.
right,
And if that's something that like is a barrier for you, you should be able to go to your friends and let them know, like, yo, I don't like that.
of course.
I don't like when you do that to me specifically because it hurts. Maybe some people in the group are okay with how you go about that or how you speak to them in that way or whatever the
Yep,
case may be, and sometimes it's just not how it goes. Furthermore, if you have a partner who does some stuff, and us as men, and mostly men in this room, sometimes have a tendency to brush things off if our girl's just doing something. You'd be like, okay, you know what, cool, whatever, whatever. Oh, that's how you feel? Bet I'm gonna keep it in the bank and just move on with it, whatever, whatever.
right.
And every now and again, they might throw it out there, and you'd be like, yo, I don't like that.
Hey, you're holding
But
on to
be
it.
like, calm, it's cool.
Yeah,
Just remember that. Just remember that. And then it starts boiling over, and then boiling over turns to resentment, then resentment turns to, and just keeps adding up,
which is devastating, by the way.
which is not beneficial to anybody.
Yeah,
And it's important that with our loved ones, whether that be a partner, whether that be a friend, whether that be your parents, whether that be your coworker, your boss, like they don't know, like, yo, don't do not cross that boundary. That hurt. Do not
right,
cross that again.
right.
You know what I mean? And then if they do, then you can make a decision from there. But if we as people never talk about what hurt us or what caused that boundary,
Yep,
the person who might be causing the hurt will never know they did that. And
exactly.
to wrap this all up, the reason why I kept that on the board today, why it kind of bothers me, is because I still have pages of notes that like I won't be able to. I feel like I'm never gonna give that person the notes and be like, hey, read this because this is how you made me feel. One day I might tell them like, hey, just so you're aware,
Well, I feel like.
but I won't. I'm not gonna give them the whole book that I thought I was gonna give them. Is what I'm saying.
Can I play devil's advocate
Of
and
course you
ask
can.
you why not?
For me, the person. Okay, for me, the way I look at it, and again, I think once you guys have context, maybe it will look differently,
Sure.
sound differently. But for this specific situation, it just doesn't make me feel good.
About yourself or the other party?
I'm still thinking about the other party
I
today.
see.
I think about the other party. So I feel like if I were to dogpile on what the journey that they're on with how this, I don't feel like it's not progressive to where they're trying to get to and where I'm trying to get to. Because if I make this is just me again, if I make them feel worse about what they're doing or whatever, and I imagine they already feel bad because that's a conversation that went that way.
Right.
Then what am I adding to?
If well, I will answer that actually.
Please.
If and this is just again, this is my point of view.
Yeah.
You could share a completely different one, but if you're not giving the other party the right tools to get further ahead, I feel like you're gatekeeping forever.
Yeah.
It could be very much so the case.
No, I mean, it probably some way it is, and something. I mean, I'm sure I could work on. Like, I eventually feel like I will have a conversation when the time is right. I just feel like right now is not right.
Fair.
When time will be right, who knows?
Who knows?
Will
It might never come.
It might never come. I might just write it down and then like put it on like on a bird, on a pigeon or something. And if it lands at their door, then they can read it. And if they never do, whatever, I got it out there. But I was watching one of our clips from last episode, and I said I want to be a better person because I write a lot of my emotions down
Nice.
and just
Very
leave it
good.
there because at least I'm getting it out.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to continue to be a person that keeps saying, yo, everything is fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Well, just because I am writing everything that I'm feeling down and then leaving it down.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I put in a book and now the book is closed, so I'm blessed. Like on a Death Note thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not beneficial because if I've quote unquote killed these feelings or having me feel in that moment, you know what I'm saying? Like if Tom's for whatever way, we had a conversation, I didn't like it, I'm gonna be like, all right, calm, I'll holler at you later.
Yep.
Bang the phone, get into my notes, put into my little black book, close it, and now I'm blessed. I think I'm blessed.
It's in your emotional bank.
Yeah. But like he might never know that happened.
Yeah.
And if, like we talked about before, if we cross that barrier again, I just go write in the book over and over and over again, keep pretending like I'm fine because it's in the book. But in reality, it's not because it's what happened when the pages run out and you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. You start seeing a pattern of like, this is happening over and over and over again. You know.
But that's my thing though, Jim. Like, and maybe I'm going a little too deep on this, but everything that you write down are blueprints to building a stronger bridge with your friends.
I see what you're doing here, man. That was a good one.
See what I'm saying?
No, I see you. Yeah, blueprint bridge. I feel that.
Right?
Yeah.
So all these emotions that you're feeling, look, no one in the world, you don't owe the world your outpouring self of emotions. You don't have to.
Yes.
But what you're writing down could be the blueprint to build stronger bridges with your community.
No, this is true. This is true. If that is the case.
Yeah.
In this example, it is.
Sure.
In the example that what I'm talking about, I feel like we might
fair.
We might not want to
leave
that bridge. We might leave that bridge where it is.
Exactly. And again, like to your point, like there will never be a one size fits all when it comes to this type of
They
just never will be.
It's just never as simple as you would like it to be.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know this simple. You know what's simple? This game you about to play, baby. Oh yeah. I keep telling you, in and out, behind the back, it's a breakdown.
It's a weave thing. I hear you.
Okay. So for people in the room, again, we are playing a game called Substance. IG got me.
Yeah.
IG got me, man. IG got me.
Actually, I'd love it if you could explain the categories that we have in front of us.
Okay, so we have 3 categories in front of us. We have mindfuck, we have vulnerable, and we have intimacy. We, on this couch, are going to pick 3 cards, and we'll read it to each other.
Yep.
And if the people in the back would like to answer as well and feel so enlightened, then they can. Mm-hmm. I read the rules earlier, but I'll reread the rules. If, as a group, we come together and feel like the response that was given is surface level, I have a bottle in my bag, and we're giving out shots.
Oof.
Okay? Exactly. So to avoid the shots, we're all good friends here. 10 plus years, we're just going to...
Ray and nephew.
yeah, uncle's in the building. So if we're gonna, let's just be, come on, you like it? Let's just keep it a thing here.
Yo, I just want to shout out Ray quick. Happy birthday, Ray. You didn't know.
Happy birthday, Ray.
Shout out Ray. Yeah, shout out Ray. Okay, Trizzy, would you like to the?
Yeah. I'll kick us off. I'll break the ice. We'll go vulnerable.
Okay.
Number 1. Okay, Jim, so the question is, oh, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no. Who or what is something you feel you should have fought for?
Golly, bro.
Sorry, man.
Oh. I feel like the easiest answer is to say...
We want names.
Look. Hey, yo. I feel like the easiest answer is to say playground. But I'm not going to say playground. I'm not.
No, answer how you
can. Can I see the card? I just want to read,
of course,
read
yes.
it. Just in case you set me up or something.
I lied immediately.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, I got him. Who or what is something? Okay, in my heart, Okay, given the outcome and what I already know,
Yeah.
prior to figuring out what I know, I would have fought harder the first time this ever happened. So like not the most recent time, like last year. The first time we were going through this whole turmoil, I would have fought harder to ensure that we were on better playing fields. Like I communicated more, that I did more, that I didn't let the fact that I lost essentially my dream job and my company all in the same year, and then lost the house and the car, and like let that all hold me back from experiencing what I now know to be like a real love.
Right.
Right. So I would have fought to have a stronger base.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then build upon that, as opposed to taking what it was at the time, because I didn't do what I had to do at the beginning because I was so focused on like getting me to me. As men, I think we all understand like sometimes we feel like our value is tied to like our pockets and what we can provide at the moment.
Of course.
And if we can't provide what we know that we can typically provide, it's very hard for you to go out there and give your best self to somebody, because you can't even give your best self to you. You gotta take care of what you gotta take care of. So if I can't pay my phone bill and my car payment, how could I possibly go and take you out to whatever date or whatever we want to do or how we want to hang out? Like it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. So that's what my answer would be.
Do we feel that was legitimate?
Group.
Yeah?
We're good?
That we're good. We're
Okay.
good. You're in the clear.
Okay. Before I put this card down, does anybody else want to jump in on this? You don't have to. You don't have to. Begins pass. Okay, we have one pass. We got two passes. Okay. I'm gonna go to intimacy because it's the closest one. Trizzy.
Yes.
What's one thing you would say to a person who broke your heart? You broke my heart. You broke my heart.
That's a great question.
Yeah. It's a great artist.
What is one thing I'll say to someone who has broke my heart?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I will say?
Please.
I wish that they did it in a way that I could have seen coming.
I get it.
Does that make sense?
Oh, believe me, I get it.
I wish you did it in a fashion where I could have at least predicted it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think there's no further explanation than that. I think that was. Yeah, and this was when I was in my early early days, like when I was I think 18 or 19. So it was a while ago, but the first heartbreak is devastating.
Some people don't bounce back.
Yeah.
We have certain men who are still on their first heartbreak and they're 33. they're still holding on to that first heartbreak. It's tough.
So that's my answer. I just wish you did it in a way that I could have seen coming and not absolutely blindsided and turn my life around. You know what I mean? Yeah.
People, how do we feel? How do we feel? Are we good?
We're good.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
You guys are good. You guys want to answer? Okay. Trizzy, it's all you.
All right. We'll go category number 2, mindfuck.
Okay.
All right. Oh, this is a good one. The question states, what is something that you've never taken accountability for?
Something I never took accountability for.
To this day?
Probably not. Probably not being a loyal partner. Not to my most recent, the one during COVID. I wasn't. I always held on to the fact that like I didn't do what you read in the DMs.
Right.
But I mean, I did something. Something was done. I always cling to the fact, like, yeah, you read the DMs, but it didn't go that way. Like, nothing happened beyond that. But things happened. And that was my way of being like, no, I'm good because things happened, but it didn't, what you think happened didn't happen.
Right.
But things happened.
Right.
And for me to keep playing that, like, yeah, but you think I did this, but I didn't do that, so therefore I'm good. And running with that in my mind is like, that's why I should be fine.
Yeah.
It was not my brightest moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was not my brightest moment.
It is. And I'll just chime in a little bit.
Please.
Is I think in times of utmost vulnerability is when you start fabricating everything to suit your explanation.
Yeah, if you can make the shoe fit, you will, even
Yeah.
if it hurts. So,
Yeah,
man, them, are we good?
I agree with that one. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Anyone want to join in? Anyone jump in on that one? Yeah, I get it. What's the most hurtful thing someone's ever told you? Mm-hmm.
I have pretty thick skin,
Okay.
but and I actually believe it or not, I can't remember who said it, but I might even actually I can't remember who said it, but I was a very young kid, and I think I was in my I think that was when I first immigrated to Canada. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
it was probably someone in my school, but the person said, "You're an immigrant. There is no place for you here, and you'll
Yikes.
never amount to nothing."
Yikes. That's pretty wild.
I was 14.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So not only, mind you, this is I've lived prior to immigrating to Canada. I've been in Southeast Asia my entire life. I don't know what Caucasian or African American people look like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and to be said that at such a young age, I'm just like, okay, and then but that alters your perspective in the world. You're like, oh man, like I'm scared. Like this is scary.
It's nuts.
But look at where I am now.
Hey, look at her. On this
You know
lovely
what I mean?
couch.
You ever wonder where the person is right now?
No, no, and I there's not an inch of like a cell in my body that could give two. I don't care.
Fair.
But that was wild to say, I think.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I just want to chime in and say, someone told me during basketball in my early days in my life, said that, yo, honestly, you probably were not good enough to play on this court with us or on this type of level, right? And I always told myself, I'm like, yeah, I might not be the tallest, might not be the most athletic, and can't do everything on the court, but your heart is bigger than your game,
Fair.
right? And I always told myself that, I'm like, listen, I can't do everything on the court. I'm not Carmelo Anthony, right? But at the end of the day,
This guy.
I know how to play the game. I know the ins and outs. I read the game very well, right? And I take pride on little things that don't show up on the basketball stats, right? And if you play the game a lot and you know the game very well, you know that defense wins games no matter what. And that's what I take pride in.
There you go.
So if I'm not going to be able to make 30 shots a game or drop 40 and 10 a game and stuff like that. But listen, I'm going to take that last charge at the
There
end
you
of the
go.
game to win, make sure we win,
There you go.
right?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
But hey, man, my resume
Speaks
Speaks
for
for
itself.
itself.
speaks for itself, right?
There you go.
Google me.
Hey, man. No, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
Before you go, get the card.
Yeah.
Really quickly, one time in a club, right? No, I know. Actually, was it in the club? Yeah, it was in the club. In the club, just talking to this gal, and she was like, okay, so people who don't know, I have nerve damage in my left arm.
Right.
Right? And she's like, yo, you can do like so many things. Like, how do you make it work? I don't think about it. Like, I'm in the club drinking tequila. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, nah. She's like, I see you for you. Like, some girls in the club like laugh at you, but like I don't. I said, yo, what?
For what?
He said, yo, what? I'm like, what kind of age of attraction line bar is this? Like, what kind of idiot thing was that? What's
That's
the
an idiot
opening
thing.
bar to be like, oh my God, you know what? I love you so much. You see me for me. And these other girls are just laughing at me. This happened in real time, fam. Like, I looked at her, I said, yeah, you got it. But it cheesy could have sold me up. I'm like, yo, why would you say that?
Yeah.
This is like end of night. Things are gone and like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I just wanted to share that since we're all on the same road out there.
Jim, I'm so sorry.
I know you're not, but it's okay.
I am so sorry, Jim. The question goes, how do you move on from a past relationship?
how do you move on from past? Typically, in my younger days, I'd be like, you get into the gym, lock in, get the body you want, whatever, whatever. I feel like now for me, my path to move forward from the most recent relationship is strengthening my relationship with my faith and understanding like kind of what's going on and go that route. Um, Continuing like bettering myself. So understanding like my emotions, my triggers, what my long term goals are, what I'm trying to build, where I'm trying to go, and partaking in the things that like I brushed off because I always want to do it with a partner. For example, the reason why I haven't gone to like a Japan or somewhere else because I always said I'm not going there unless I'm going with my gal of my life because that's what I want to see with somebody who I want to experience with.
Right.
If that's not the case, which is clearly not right now, then I'm just gonna start doing these things by myself
Yeah.
or with people who want to do it and just like go and better myself and see the world and do the things that I want to do and stop having this falsehood of like I can only do this when I have a partner. I can only get out of my crib when I have a partner. I can only get this when I have this. I can only get this when I have this and start thinking like everything has to be like a relationship with a cause and effect, I
Yeah.
finish this, no, I can go do this.
Yeah.
Something you can just do when the time is right.
Yeah.
And jump on more opportunities. A lot of things like I passed up on because, my partner couldn't do it.
Of course.
Or didn't want to do it or like it wasn't something we discussed. And because, when you're dating, you think about yourself, you always think about the person and like what we can partake in and what we can do together.
Yeah.
I can,
Oh, yeah.
fortunately enough, be a little, well, not fortunately, but I can be a little more selfish with what I want to do.
Of course.
And I can start to, just take on something I want to take on. So the answer is, bro, just be the best version of myself. I know that's like a corny answer, but essentially that's what it is. Anything else I would have done, I'm already doing. Get into the gym, get the food right, whatever. All that stuff I'm already doing.
Yeah.
So now it's just about actually experiencing and doing the thing that I've been pushing off. And again, stop romanticizing this. I can only do this when I'm with this person.
When you're with, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm past that.
I love that.
Man, we're good?
We're good.
Okay. All right, last one. Oi. What advice would your older self give you right now?
Older self.
Older self. I know.
That's a great question. And I actually have an answer.
I love it. Let's hear it.
My older self would tell me to pursue your true desires. Is to actually do what you love. And chasing what you've always wanted to do in life is more important than the validation you think you're going to get from it. Because when you're doing
That's good.
when you're doing something for an absolute love of the game, there is nothing that can come between you and your goal. And my older self would tell me, it's a good thing that you chase your dream, because if you did it, somebody else would have, and your idea would have died in the cemetery with you.
Fair.
So that is my answer, is to pursue your desires, like to the fullest, like what you really want to do. And not what you think others think that you should be doing.
Yeah. Manda?
Yeah.
Good? Okay. So this has been an episode.
Yeah.
No, this has been a good one. I think having people like in the background also help kind of keep the energy going. You see what's going on. People can nod so if you're going in the right direction. So with that all being said, I don't think we have to do any parting words. I think how we ended with our last answers for the bold question, I think our parting words enough.
Yeah.
So again, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, especially subscribe. And we will be back with more In the Gym with Jim and Cool Your Trizzy.
Signing out.
We're out.